Aloha guys, this is Sean Seller. This is video log episode number 3. Basically, I'm going to talk about the World Poker Tour Legends of Poker main event at the Bicycle Casino that just happened last weekend, or 2 weekends ago. I went down there. It was my first main event of season 14. This is my third season overall on the World Poker Tour. I went there, usually play Legends of Poker the past 2 years. This is the first event. They had Oklahoma, WPT Oklahoma, right before Legends of Poker. So this wasn't the official season 14 kickoff event, as they had one in Oklahoma. So I went down to LA. I drove there from Vegas. I arrived just to play day 1C. I was only firing one bullet. Big mahalos and shout outs to those that invested and backed me in this event. We gave it a good shot. The prize pool got enough to generate 600 and something K to first place. So it was well worth a shot. I didn't make it out of day 1C, however. I wasn't very pleased with my performance. I did try my best. However, on that day, some C-game mistakes came up, and in this hand that I'm going to discuss, I 3-bet an opponent with a semi-bluff type hand. He 4-bets me. I don't respond with a 5-bet, and I decide to flat the 3-bet in position and take a flop. So the opponent in this hand was an Asian kid. This is just after level 4, 75, 150, 25 ante. I was gonna come back. I came back into this break with 25,000. This opponent had around 35,000. So we're both really deep. At this time, I wanted to tighten up a little bit and not play as many hands because I felt like I was getting a little bit spewy. However, in this hand, the cameras from the World Poker Tour came up, and I had ace-7 of diamonds, and I just got this sense of confidence. When the cameras are on me, I usually do good, right? So season 12, that was the case, and so whenever the cameras come over to the table, I get a little pumped up. I went for a 3-bet, which is fine with this hand. The Asian kid opened early position. At this point, he's been pretty tight, hasn't played too many hands. The hands that he has played them aggressively. We haven't had any history so far. So he opens early position to 300, standard min raise. I 3-bet to 800, 500 on top. Ashen folds around to him. Now he kind of tanks for a little bit, thinks it over, then grabs 3 1K chips for a 4-bet. So he submits the 4-bet to me. Action folds onto me. Now, having no history or seeing too many hands show down with this opponent, I am opting on that he is not doing this with very light, and that he has some type of premium hand. He's in early position. I do have an ace blocker, a suited ace. So his range, could take out some ace X hands, but any ace X hands have me in really bad shape. My first instinct is to 4-bet. Now, in hindsight, I much rather 4-bet, but instead what I do is I flat and take the flop. The flop comes 6-3 deuce, 2 clubs. He leads out for 3K. I don't really think too long, and I just fold. I think that's kind of weak. I didn't have any backdoor flush draws. I just had the ace X over card, and I just opted not to continue spewing chips or try and make a move at the pot. But what I should have did looking back, is 5-bet. So this is a spot where I could 5-bet to 8K instead of calling the 3K. 5-bet to 8K, leaving myself at like 17K back. Yeah, 17K behind. Should he come over the top and I have to fold? I think I might just take it down there. It was early enough in the tournament where I could have pulled this off. We were deep enough. And then I did notice a hand where the opponent got 3-bet from an opponent in the blinds when he opened, and in let's say the hijack. He got 4-bet. My opponent, another LA, yeah. So the Asian guy was a LA cash game reg, I'm sure, and he got 3-bet by like a kind of LA recreational type player that was playing really tight. Even folded aces face up on a king queen, 2 suit flop, and it was like, wow, you really folded aces against this opponent that was just came out, sat down at the table, and was really aggressive. He's wearing a Ferrari jacket and didn't drive a Ferrari, so in that hand. But with the Asian opponent, I feel like a 5-bet was needed, and I think I would have took it down. What do you guys think? You know, I think he just gets it all in with his kings, queens, jacks. I think he will be folding his 10s, his 9s, maybe some of his 4-bet bluff hands, maybe even ace queen he folds, ace jack he folds. Some of the better ace x hands that he would 4-bet. Of course, he's getting it in with ace king, so it would have been an interesting spot because maybe he does 4-bet some pairs there. But yeah, to get back to, he did fold to a 4-bet. I mean, he did 4-bet and fold. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, so he was capable of 4-betting and folding, which I found out about a couple levels after that, and I was like, oh man, I probably would have been a good spot to 5-bet there and then show it for the cameras. It would have been good. Since the cameras were there, I should have went all in. Well, no, not all in, but you get the point. So knowing when to 5-bet bluff is pretty advanced and a much needed skill in high stakes tournament poker. So this is something I'm going to continue to work on, and I hope this little anecdote hand history helped you out. Go ahead and comment in, and good luck at the tables. Godspeed at the tables. We'll see ya. Aloha. Shaka.